In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to change a table in Excel. We will walk through changing the look of your table, adjusting its size, renaming it, and even turning it back into a normal range. To start changing the table style, click any cell inside the table. When the cell is active, you will see a special tab appear on the ribbon. The tab is called Table Design, or sometimes just Table, depending on your version of Excel. Click that tab. In the Table Styles group, you will see a row of thumbnail previews. Move your mouse over these styles and watch how the table preview updates live on the worksheet. When you find a style that matches what you want, click it, and Excel will apply it to the entire table at once. From there, you can customize several options that control which parts of the style are visible. Turn header row on or off if you want Excel to treat the first row as labels for each column. When header row is on, you see filter drop-down arrows in that top row. Total row adds a new row at the bottom of the table with automatic calculations like sum or average. You can change the calculation in each cell of the total row using the drop-down that appears there. Banded rows alternates the row colors to make large tables easier to read. Banded columns does the same thing but for columns instead of rows. First column and last column can add stronger formatting to those edge columns to make key fields stand out. Filter button shows or hides the little filter arrows on the header cells, which control sorting and filtering. Next up, let us resize the table when you need more or fewer rows and columns. Click anywhere inside the table to activate it. Go to Table Design again, then click Resize Table. A small dialog box appears, and the current cell range for the table is highlighted on the sheet. Drag to select the new range you want the table to cover, or type the new range into the box. When you click OK, Excel immediately adjusts the table area, and the table border will now match the range you chose. Now you can add or remove rows and columns. To add a row, type directly in the first blank row immediately below the table. As soon as you press Enter, Excel extends the table to include that row. Alternatively, you can right-click an existing row and choose Insert, then Table Rows above. That inserts a new row inside the table, keeping formulas and formatting consistent. To add a column, type into the first blank column immediately to the right of the table, and Excel expands the table sideways. Or right-click a column and choose Insert, then Table Columns to the left, or Table Columns to the right. To delete rows or columns, select them first, go to the Home tab, then click Delete, and choose Delete Table Rows or Delete Table Columns. The table shrinks and any formulas update automatically across the remaining data. After that, let us rename the table so formulas and pivot tables are clearer. Click anywhere in the table to bring back the Table Design tab. In the Table Name box on the left side of the ribbon, the current name is shown, often something like Table 1. Click in that box, type a new name with no spaces, and press Enter. The new name is saved right away, and any formulas using the old table name will now use the new one automatically. Finally, you might decide to convert the table back into a normal range. Click anywhere inside the table again, go to the Table Design tab, and click Convert to Range. Excel will ask you to confirm, so click Yes. The table border disappears, the filter arrows are removed, and the structured table features stop working. The cell formatting, like colors and fonts, stays exactly the same. You have now changed how your Excel table looks, resized it, added and removed rows and columns, renamed it, and converted it back to a normal range. If this helped you get control over your tables, please give the video a quick thumbs up and maybe subscribe for more Excel walkthroughs like this.